I'm going to be reading a poem by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. It was written back in the 1800s, but it's still valid today, I think. And I'm dedicating this to Robert for a talent that he wishes he had. So this is Robert at the bat. No disrespect to Mr. Thayer, but I've changed the names a little bit to protect the innocent. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Ardville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And then when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Robert could get but a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Robert at the bat. But Flynn preceded Robert, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, and the latter was a cake. So upon that strucken multitude, grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Robert getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And then, when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy, safe at second, and Flynn, a hug in third. Then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley. It rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recalled upon the flat. For Robert, mighty Robert, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Robert's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Robert's bearing, and a smile lit Robert's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Robert at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then, while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Robert's eyes. A sneer curled Robert's lip. And now the leather-covered spear came hurtling through the air, and Robert stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Robert. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand. And it's likely they'd have killed him had not Robert raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Robert's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Robert still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, fraud. But one scornful look from Robert, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Robert wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Robert's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Robert's blow. Oh.
Try that one more time. Try that one more time. We'll give you a sound effect.
And now the air is shattered by the force of Robert's blow. Well, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light, and somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Ardville. Mighty Robert has struck out.